This person proposed an interesting phenomenon of how people think and how people are so caught up into that one book that they can't see beyond it. Now, he says that real Christians are going to come and educate me. I am always open to new information. If you have something to provide, I gladly accept it. But what you provided here was the same base thought that many others have, but you've married two different thoughts together. You talk about this, that it only says in the beginning, and that this is the beginning of this earth age, which goes to the idea that in Genesis, in the actual language, the original language, it said that in the beginning the earth was in chaos, that there was water in, that the Ruach of God fluttered over the waters. So that means that there was something previously there that then that creation began. And you say that one day is to God is like 1,000 days of man, and that you can't date the time frame. Well, the 1,000 years to God is like one day of man it was not a factual thing of statement. It was just them saying that time with God is different than time on earth, because time is relative. So in that regard, it is not the exact of 1,000 days. It is more of a metaphor that they were using in I think it's 1 Peter. And as far as we can't date it back, based on your Bible, when you go back through the births of this person, birth of that person, and then different events and all that sort of thing, you get back to a corrected version of about 6,630 something years of the birth of Adam. And then you have your 6 days of creation, to which the sun and the moon wasn't in existence until the fourth day. So time on earth is relative. And even if that was looked upon as eons, you're only looking at 6 eons, which would then give you 7 eons. Well, no, Adam's on the 7th day. So 6 eons, that would give you like 12,000 years ago, 12,600 something years ago. But we know that Göbekli Tepe was 12,000 some odd years ago. We know that there are archaeological evidence of civilizations that are 25,000 years ago in the Americas. That the Chinese in China, in Africa, there are civilizations that lived and that was civilization that was back 100,000 years ago. Migrations happened 200,000 years ago. According to the Sumerian text, the Anunnaki had been here for 400,000 years. So even in your book, the math doesn't add up. This is just the beginning that was a propaganda statement for the people who would become the Israelites. This was not a factual world history thing, because they didn't know nor understand archaeology to know that existence has been long before. But if you agree to this, then you're agreeing to the singularity, which is the Big Bang, and then Big Crunch, and then Big Bang again, and a repetitive cycle where time really becomes irrelevant, because it is a process that happens over and over and over and over again, and no one is here to know it. So please educate me more.